Hidden camera catches YouTube and New York Times employees brag on ability to control what you see. RT, YouTube's curation team are able to promote even non-trending videos on the platform by using some kind of intervention into algorithms controlling the website. This allows specific news organizations to be favored, Project Veritas revealed. Investigative group Project Veritas secretly filmed Ernest Petty, the brand and diversity curation lead at YouTube, who said he works on a team that does provide some human inputs into a lot of the machinery of YouTube. This would mean that videos from specific news sources could be made to appear at the top of search results. Petty explained how YouTube's so-called news carousel is formed. It's above the search results, so at the very least, we can say this shelf of videos from news partners is legitimate news because we know that these are legitimate news organizations. People are searching for a topic that our systems know is a newsy topic, so let's give them videos that we know to be newsy because we know we have these news partnerships. Advertisement. In very rare cases we will try to make up to the fact that something isn't in the trending tab, he admitted. Use some kind of intervention to encourage the thing to be there, basically. In the recording, Petty also says Nick Vudic, audience strategy editor for the New York Times, is one of the people I think who has more knowledge about YouTube as a platform than probably anyone else that I know. Speaking with a member of Project Veritas, Vudic said that he placed a negative report about Facebook in a spot where he knew it wouldn't draw much attention, while bragging about using his Silicon Valley friendships to make videos trend. Read more, an example of the positive change being incited by filming cops. We actually just did a video about Facebook negatively, and I chose to put it in a spot that I knew wouldn't do well, Vudic said in the secretly filmed conversation. Vudic claimed that his friends in Silicon Valley helped NYT videos trend, while saying he doesn't want the NYT to know about his connections, according to Project Veritas. Let's say something ends up on the YouTube front page, the New York Times freaks out about it, but they don't know it's just because my friends curate the front page. So, it's like a little bit of mystery you need in any type of job to make it look like what you do is harder than what it is, Vudic says in the recording. The video released Wednesday is the latest in a Project Veritas series called American Pravda, aimed at the U.S. mainstream media. The installment released Tuesday also featured recordings of Vudic, in which he claims he worked for Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign to counter the threat of Trump and that he did not join the Times to be objective. It is impossible to assess the credibility of Vudic's claims, however, as he also claimed that former FBI Director James Comey was his godfather, and that he used to participate in Antifa activities on behalf of the FBI. Vudic admitted this was not true after Project Veritas interviewed his father, who said he didn't even know Comey. It was a good story, Vudic said when asked why he lied. In response to the Tuesday video, a New York Times spokeswoman Danielle Rhodes-Ha said that Vudic was a recent hire in a junior position who appeared to have violated the newspaper's ethical standards and misrepresented his role. In his role at the Times, he was responsible for posting already published video on other platforms and was never involved in the creation or editing of Times videos. We are reviewing the situation now, Rhodes-Ha said. Read more, Skynet is becoming a reality, autonomous drone that never lands just patented by Boeing. James O'Keefe, who founded Project Veritas in 2010, has released a number of controversial undercover videos, including one with CNN political commentator Van Jones this summer. Jones accused O'Keefe of editing the video in such a way as to take his words out of context and create a hoax. In the Veritas video, Jones was recorded saying the investigation into Russia's alleged meddling in the 2016 election was a big nothing burger. Jones said the missing context was that he said Democrats couldn't use it to impeach Trump, even if the allegations were true.
She just did a video about Facebook negatively, and I chose to put him in a spot that I knew wouldn't do well.
What was the story?
Keep it hush-hush, because like, let's say something ends up on the YouTube front page, like New York Times freaks out about it, but they don't know it's just because my friends curate the front page.
Nick is probably like one of the people I think who has more knowledge about YouTube as a platform than probably almost anyone else that I know.
These are the most dishonest people. They've got a couple of reporters in that newspaper who are so bad.
My friends at YouTube.
Is that like good for your business to have connections with them?
Oh yeah, very good.
Nick is probably one of the people I think who has more knowledge about YouTube as a platform than probably almost anyone else that I know.
I'm a gatekeeper, so I can choose what goes out and what doesn't go out.
People say, who are you going after next? There's a lot of other media organizations that need to be exposed. Who here would like us to release undercover videos inside their holy grail, the New York Times? Fake news, New York Times edition. Our latest American Provident investigation has taken us down another unexpected road. New York Times video strategy editor Nick Dudick is back, this time revealing insider secrets about how to manipulate the country's largest social media networks. In our latest meeting, Dudick makes shocking admissions about the New York Times and Facebook.
As an editor, I'm a gatekeeper, so I can choose what goes out and what doesn't go out. And let's say we wrote something about Facebook negatively. We actually just did a video about Facebook negatively, and I chose to put him in a spot that I knew wouldn't do well.
What was the story about?
Dudick is referring to a video released by The Times on September 18th titled, "How Facebook is Changing Your Internet." It's a video that is critical of Facebook, its editorial power, and control over information.
The question is, whose values are we following? Should we cater to the values of Facebook's algorithm and policies in order to be heard? And while Facebook claims to be connecting people, they're doing it their way, with their rules, and you don't really have a say in it. That's because Facebook isn't a democracy, it's a business. And their business interests are changing the future of your internet.
Dudick claims to have buried the story because it portrayed Facebook in a negative light. Dudick's biased treatment is a clear violation of his company's ethical handbook, which states, "The goal of the New York Times is to cover the news as impartially as possible and to treat readers, news sources, advertisers, and others fairly and openly, and to be seen to be doing so." In covering Facebook unfairly, Dudick actively worked against his own company, the people who are paying him. He worked against the interests of the New York Times.
So you really get to control then, like what comes in and then what goes out, and then that's why they're so strict.
And also, like, I could have put that, programmed that at a time of the day where I knew it would get killed.
The reason for Dudick's pro-Facebook agenda is personal. Dudick has friends all over Silicon Valley, friendships that are well worth protecting.
The newest, like, cutting edge stuff in the industry is here, like, when it comes to best practices, which is kind of true, but like, most of the stuff I know from, like, my friends at YouTube and proprietary places.
Oh, right.
So,
Do you have connections with them?
I do. Because we all started in the industry at the same time, so.
Right. Is that like good for your business to have connections with them?
Yeah, very good. Very, very good.
When we first met Dudick, he boasted about his connection in another online empire, YouTube. Here he is describing to our undercover journalist how he gets Times content to the front page.
But I mean, like, they're not conflicts of interest, is it?
Not at all.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, like, if that's the reason that you're keeping it hush-hush, that makes sense.
No, keep it hush-hush, because, like, let's say something ends up on the YouTube front page, like, New York Times freaks out about it, but they don't know it's just because my friends curate the front page.
Right.
So, it's like a little bit of mystery you need in any type of job to make it look like what you do is harder than what it is.
YouTube claims to be an open video platform for the people. Their company mission statement emphasizes freedom of opportunity. We believe everyone should have a chance to be discovered, build a business, and succeed on their own terms, and that people, not gatekeepers, decide what's popular. Yet, according to Dudick, YouTube has gatekeepers. Gatekeepers that can and have given preferential treatment to the New York Times content. We were instantly intrigued, so we asked Dudick for names.
How did you meet the people that do the YouTube stuff?
What, the stuff on YouTube?
Yeah, like the front page stuff.
Ernest, I hired him at Fusion.
Ernest Petty is in charge of brand and diversity curation at YouTube.
I work on a team that does like provide some human inputs into like a lot of the machinery of YouTube.
Okay, what does that mean?
It means that like
human input. So like you don't let the algorithms necessarily control everything, or
it just means that the algorithms do control everything, but sometimes you need humans to provide a
guidance
check or guidance.
Yeah,
exactly.
to what goes. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you don't, then you end up with
horrible things.
Yeah, hugely embarrassing things.
What about the algorithms? Can you do something with that to say less of that?
Realistically, that's what that news carousel kind of does. So it's above the search results. So at the very least, we can say that this shelf of videos from news partners is legitimate news because we know that these are legitimate news organizations. And if at that point somebody decides they're going to scroll past that and go find Alex Jones, well, they were looking for him to begin with anyways.
Algorithms control YouTube, but according to Petty, his team has the power to shape those algorithms. For Nick Dudick in the New York Times, this connection is invaluable.
Nick is probably one of the people I think who has more knowledge about YouTube as a platform than probably almost anyone else that I know.
From what we've heard, Dudick has more than just knowledge of YouTube, he has access. We wondered, what exactly does a friendship with Petty buy the New York Times?
There are things that exist in the product that are definitely optimized for news. We have a news channel page that features news stories from current events, or if you search for if there's a current event that's happening in the world and you search for it, then there's a shelf of news videos that are about that specific story.
YouTube is the second most trafficked website in the world, behind only their parent company, Google. They may not write columns or attend press conferences, but YouTube's audience size makes them a power in the world of journalism. They decide which news sources are promoted to the public with what Petty calls the news carousel.
We didn't have this news carousel on the search page a year ago, but now, last night, if you search for Hugh Hefner, there are the search results, but then there's also a carousel at the top of the page that's just news videos, and that's them thinking there's this need. People are searching for a topic that our systems know is a newsy topic. So let's give them videos that we know to be news because we know that we have these news partnerships.
Dudick and the New York Times are one of those news partnerships. Petty seems to acknowledge that Times videos get preferential treatment, specifically in the case of the James Comey hearings.
So in his case, what he was telling me about was the Sessions hearings. I think it was Sessions, or was it Comey? But
Oh. Okay. I think I know what he's talking about.
But why? What do you mean?
So.
Maybe you know what I know about him.
In very rare cases, we will try to make up for the fact that something isn't in the training tab.
Okay.
It's very rare.
Okay.
But in those cases, then we will use some human intervention to make sure that to encourage the thing to be there, basically.
So common.
Yeah.
The media began reporting on YouTube's breaking news carousel in August. In their story, The Verge wrote, "It's unclear whether Google is populating this section algorithmically or curating content by hand." Based upon Petty's comments, the process seems to be a combination of the two.
What about the algorithms? Can you do something with that to say less of that?
Realistically, that's what that news carousel kind of does. So it's above the search results. So at the very least, we can say that like this shelf of videos from news partners is legitimate news because we know that these are legitimate news organizations. And if at that point somebody decides they're going to scroll past that and go find Alex Jones, well, they were looking for him to begin with anyway.
Illegitimate news. What does that even mean? Who decides what is legitimate and what is illegitimate? Why do they have the power to make someone legitimate or illegitimate just because they don't like them? Is that really the environment, the news environment that we want to live in? You know, George Orwell wrote a book called 1984, and in that book, he said the party told everyone to reject the evidence of their eyes and ears. It was their final, most essential command. We finally have irrefutable proof that this type of thing is happening. It's happening on platforms that have almost universal control over the information we have access to. And honestly, it's worrisome. Stay tuned. For a look behind the scenes at the making of this American Pravda series and Project Veritas, watch the hour-long documentary series Truth, exclusively on One American News Network. Subscribe at OANN.com and never miss out on the real news of the day.
Need a car? Don't forget to stop by carmarshal.com where you can scout through over 100,000 new and used car vehicles. Take a look around. Get you a new affordable car. carmarshal.com.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I found that I had to make a change this ending on my videos, letting you know about the channel and fair use laws, you know, how we can report on other people's reporting and how it's good, how it's bad, etc. But you guys can look it up yourself. It is legal. It's in there. But like I've told you before, that I've been cut off from making money on YouTube for 4 years. It's really weird, bizarre, but they cut the money off, but they said you can keep the channel, and now YouTube makes all the money. And if you get bored, plug it into Social Blade website, and you'll see that they are making a huge amount off the site. Right now it's at 63 million views, 53,000 subscribers, almost 3 million views a month. You know, trying to wake people up, and I make nothing. In fact, I got a customer that's ex-congressman. He said if I could ever find a lawyer, sue YouTube on it. But because this is nuts, 4 hours a day, and to save America. You know, but at the same time, it's worth it. Look at what our founding fathers did. They died for this country. So, but getting back to the money part, this is why I'm redoing the video. Is my dream of everyone giving $1, and it's going to be $53,000 a year, or if they did Patreon, which you know, can be monthly. That is not working. That'd be great if it did. Nothing is perfect. And I appreciate the people that do donate, you know, what they can on PayPal, and there again, I'm letting you guys know that is not much. Is, you know, monthly is, oh my god. So anyways, yes, you cannot live on it. It's very, very, very low amount. But the dollar things, I do appreciate that. But when I first said everybody give $1, that's not working. I'm just letting you guys know it's, yeah, that's that dream. Everybody gives $1. 53,000 subscribers, it's not working. So yes, if you can give more than that, you know, I appreciate it. Like I said, you know, I'm in a unique situation where, you know, we're already debt free, and I'm not rich, but with the little business that we have, I am able to do what I am able to do 45 hours a day, you know, letting you guys know what's going on. In 4 years, I've did the whole thing myself. 12,000 videos on there. I literally get emails where people are like, holy crap, I never knew it was this bad. And it is this bad, and it's getting worse every day because we have the internet, we have cell phones, we have cameras everywhere now, and it's just disgusting what's going on. And then, as you guys know too, we got Trump, we got Jeff Sessions doing a war on drugs, and now he wants to go after the forfeiture laws again. It's just unfreaking real. So if you can give more than that dream of everybody giving $1, yeah, that old video, that's not working. They're not, they're just not. So anyways, if you can give more than that dream is not working. Hardly anybody is giving. There you go. So that's why I'm remaking the video. If you can give more than that, that would be great. And there again, like I said, the Patreon's there. There is some people on there that are starting to give, but there again, it's very, very low. And like I said, I don't want to get rich off of that. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because, you know, it's still so stinking corrupt. It's not even funny. My court case that I'm going to be paying out of my pocket myself with Charlotte County's coming up. They illegally looked me up and then posted all my information on LEOAFFAIRS website. They basically doxed me, however you want to say that. I forget what the word is, and they outed me, man. And that information on that site went out to 500 sheriffs, deputies, people that work at the jail, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah, it is very, very scary, but we're going to do a federal case, 1983 case, violating freedom of speech. We have 17 cameras in the house now. We got 2 cameras in the car. I always carry a camera plus a cell phone. A lot of people are highly recommending I get a vest now. If I could, if the wife would let me, I would run for sheriff. We are trying to push the thing nationwide right now. Where just to mix it up and to get the topics out there is register to run for sheriff, NPA, no party affiliation, as a write-in, and that is completely free, and you can participate in the elections. And there's a lot of stuff. We got a guy, James McLinnis in Pinellas County, Tampa, who almost won. He experienced the corruption himself. The story is unbelievable. Look him up. It's mind-blowing what they did. It pissed him off. He is very, very smart. He has way more money than I did. He ran for sheriff at the last 3 months last year in 2016 and almost won. He got all of the black vote. And the reason why he did that is because he ran in, I will not bust, we're in Florida, I will not bust anybody for weed anymore unless it's an ungodly huge amount, like pounds. And then he also ran in, no more victimless crimes, no more of this freaking road pirate bull crap. And then he was going to cut the budget by 30%. And when you think about that, you can. If you stop the road pirates, you can get rid of a bunch of people. Gone. So, the wife has been saying, yes, I can, yes, I can't. So I don't know. We're trying to find somebody that can do it because I am busy doing this anyways. But, so I'm making a video, like I said, that $1 a month from everybody, you know, for 53,000 subscribers, that is not working. I'm just letting you guys know. Absolutely give way more than $1 a month. If you can, I appreciate anything. By the way, remember too, when you give that, PayPal takes like freaking 15 to 20%, so it's even worse than that. But, and there again, like I'm letting you guys know, it's way, what I get is very, very low. Appreciate it, but it is very, very low. Can't live on it. I'm just, you know, I'm working, and that's what I'm working on. And that court case is going to cost a buttload of money. That's federal court. Just the filing fees and the depositions that we're going to be doing with this corrupt cop. So there's another reason to give. We are going to be doing a deposition with this very corrupt. He was in a drug squad. He is a bad guy. He's on steroids. We heard steroids are rampant here. That's why their attitude is so bad. And we are going to get him on video, and it will be on YouTube. So that case alone is $5,000 just to bring it to court, and that's my money out of my pocket. So there's another reason to give, and give way more than $1 if you can. So keep that in mind. This is the new video, and I see, God, I talk a lot. It's already 7 minutes, but had to make it just to let you know that $1 a month from everybody is not working. They're not doing it. So if you can give more than that, please. So thanks. Keep it up. Share, like, subscribe, tell your friends, send me your videos on corruption, and I'll post it.